not like you suddenly become Buddha or anything. I failed in my jobs, failed in businesses, multiple businesses. We have a learning curve. What you told 5 years ago, if it's still haunting you at 3 a.m. in the night. Hello, folks. You know what? I'm 44 right now. I'm technically out of that midlife zone. I'm beyond that actually. But my mind still takes this detour sometimes into the zone where I'm like, what the heck? What's gonna happen now? But I guess I've realized it's part of the deal now, so I'm kind of okay with it. You know, at the end of every decade in my life, especially after the 20s, I had these mini mind blown moments where I felt like time just flew, man. But crossing 40, that hit differently. I mean, I was like, I was 30 just a few years ago, man. But here's the thing, with age comes a lot of clarity. I mean, it's not like you suddenly become Buddha or anything, but it's like putting on your numbered glasses after squinting the whole life. You start to see things for what they really are. You become more patient. You're more selective with your energy, and honestly, you want things very simple and unfiltered. And that's not boring. That's growth. So I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if I share some things with you that I've learned over the last 40 plus years? I mean, don't get me wrong. See, I'm not here with the holy grail of wisdom or anything, but I've had my fair share of wrong turns, face planted a couple of times, and I've learned things the hard way. And so maybe, just maybe, I would be able to help you in some way and guide you in some way, if it's useful. Here's the first one. People will come and go, and that's okay. Friendships, relationships, all of them will not stay forever. Some are seasonal, but that doesn't make them less valuable. Appreciate them for what they were. And I read somewhere growth sometimes means outgrowing people, and it's not betrayal, it's life. Don't be paranoid about what people are thinking about you. What you told 5 years ago, if it's still haunting you at 3 a.m. in the night, it's not worth it really. People are really busy doing their own shit and managing their own stuff. So just get over it. Stop letting the fear of judgment hold you back. Come here. Point three. I cannot stress enough about physical and mental health. Physical health is something that will keep you going now, and then it will also keep you going after your, in your 50s, 60s, or 70s, or 80s even. So I think it's extremely important to build that foundation right away. On the other hand, mental balance, mental fitness is something even I struggle to get my grip over. But that doesn't mean that I don't do my check-ins. I do my check-ins very regularly. I'm aware of it. It's very important to be aware of it, because if physical and mental fitness are not in sync, it will create a havoc at some point in time. So focus enough on that. Invest your time and money into physical and mental fitness, into your mindfulness programs, into your training programs, strength training programs, and get on top of it. If you have a solid foundation in your 20s and 30s, and then you move into your 40s, I think you have a really good head start. So I'd really recommend you get on top of it. I really believe in this. Failure is a part of your success and growth. You cannot avoid it. I have failed a lot. I failed in my jobs. I failed in businesses, multiple businesses. I failed in some of my early relationships. And that's really important, because if you feel that you're not going to fail and you're only going to win, that's completely wrong. Failure really is your bedrock of what you're going to achieve and your success. You cannot avoid it, and you should not. You should learn from it. Only what you can do is maybe just like Mark Zuckerberg said, you can fail fast and learn fast and move up and come back. But otherwise, it's really just how your success is defined. Time is one of the most valued assets. When I'm 44 now, I really feel that if I can go back in time and if I can do this, I could have done that, and I also should have done that. But time is what you have. You are where you are right now. So people younger than me, I think if you can use your time wisely, go for things that you really are interested in. Say no to time wasters. Say yes to things that really add value to your life. Spend time on learning, growing, building meaningful relationships. I think that's where you should spend your time, because time is just finite. You cannot get more of it. Okay, it's time for a controversial one. My next lesson for y'all is have kids. I know it's not for everyone. It's for people in their 30s maybe and early 40s who are watching this video. But I think after I having my daughter, I feel it's completely worth it. People who are on the fence or wondering whether they should have a baby, have a kid or not, please go for it. It just completely changes you as a person for the better. It will challenge you, it will give you the purpose, and you'll feel so right once you have it that it was the best decision. Trust me, I was on the fence. My wife was for it, I was against it. But because I only had a 50% say in it, I gave in. You know, the next one I want to talk about is perfection. Oh my God. I think it's an illusion. Chasing perfection is pointless because you'll never reach because it doesn't exist. I think progress every time will beat perfection. I think we should just embrace the flaws because they're real. When I started creating YouTube videos, I was thinking, oh, is my editing great? Is my script great? Am I talking all right? Do I look great on the camera? But then I saw one video by the founder of Patreon, and he just said that just freaking document and start publishing. That's what matters, because you will anyway have a learning curve. It's going to be a learning curve. You'll never be perfect. There is nothing called as perfect because everybody's standards are different. So, how you reach to a point of what you want to achieve is just by showing up and just by publishing what you have and just by shipping what you have. So stop being perfect. Everybody in their life should try a side hustle or become an entrepreneur at some point in their life. It doesn't matter when. I just had an itch that I had to scratch. I think it's inbuilt in me. I always wanted to do that. Once you do that, you find amazing clarity that you can use anywhere, in your next job, in your life. It teaches you resourcefulness. It teaches you discipline. It's amazing when you get up in the morning and you have something that you want to look forward to. And it's great if you have it in the job. But most of the jobs that people go to, they don't really love it, right? So, have something that you're excited about. Also be careful because you don't want to burn out, burning that midnight oil and lose out on your health and your sleep, your physical and mental balance. If you have the financial security, go for a full-blown entrepreneurship. But otherwise, at least try this out. One thing I should have done a lot in 30s is I should have traveled a lot. I did not. And I'm doing that now in my 40s. It's never too late, but I wish I could have done more. Because it does a few things. It just opens up your perspective. You meet new cultures, you meet new people, you have new experiences, and you need that because you will not find that in your locality, in your local place. Plus, it will teach you a lot of things. It will make you appreciate the diversity of this world. Plus, and it goes without saying that it creates so many memories for you when you're really old. It's better than having a lot of money. Travel broadens your perspective in a way book and screens can't do. Big, because this is extremely personal. You should learn to manage your finances really well in your 20s and 30s. I failed badly on this in my 30s. And 20s. Those were times when I actually made a decent amount of money. I could have saved, I could have invested, but I did not do anything of it. In fact, I spent like there is no tomorrow. I spent on gadgets, I spent on cars, I spent on consumerism basically. But there was nobody to really guide me, no YouTube channels to tell me. So I think you should budget wisely, save consistently, and invest smartly. It's also important because it reduces your stress. It gives you the flexibility and helps you make some really good informed decisions. Okay, listen to this next one. I'm going to speak like I'm speaking secretly on the phone because there's a lot of breeze. Excuse me. I promise I'll buy a noise cancelling mic the next time. But the point I want to make is, no is powerful. Saying no to things that don't align with your beliefs and your system, your value system, is very powerful. It saves you a lot of times at work, in your relationships with your friends, clients. You're tempted to say no because that's the easy way out, or you don't know what to say. But if you really just filter it and know if it's required, I think no is going to be is so much more valuable than the yes over there. In the long term, it will be a great decision. Waiting for the perfect moment. Spoiler alert, there isn't a perfect moment. So if you've been waiting to launch something, if you've been waiting to talk to somebody, if you've been waiting to solve a problem, stop doing that. Just start regardless of how prepared you are. Basic preparedness is important, but beyond that, don't wait. It's not worth it. What matters is the progress. What matters is that you start. I will repeat the 1% rule by James Clear from Atomic Habits. Extremely powerful. Progress 1% every day. You'll be about 37% ahead. at the end of the year. It's extremely powerful, even if you manage to get 0.5% every day. But just do that and just progress. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start. And yeah, one last point. It just came to my mind. Relationships, about the quality of it. You don't need a crowd. You need a circle. You need a few people who are meaningful and they mean to you. Genuine connections over shallow ones. Invest in relationships that I think can bring out the best in you, that gives you joy. Look forward to meet them. So invest in that kind of relationships. Even if you have to cut out a few people from your circle who are a drag, sorry, but it's your life. You have the authority to do it. So folks, that's a wrap. As you can see, the sun is setting here on my left. I'm signing off from this beautiful place in Udupi, Karnataka. And see, I have genuinely shared my life lessons with you today. And while it may sound very straightforward to you, but I have learned most of the things in a very the hard way. See, life happens to us. It doesn't happen against us, or it's not a curse, right? So every detour, every plot, every failure, every setback, every heartbreak will shape you at the end of the day, and there is tremendous value in it, and there is a reason why life unfolds the way it does. So it may not be very evident, but it does. Eventually every dot will connect. So yeah, if you resonate with what I said today, drop in the comments, share a few experiences. If you agree with me, don't agree with me, it's absolutely all right. Just speak to me. I'll see you on the other side.